Teal Army Freedom Fighters, I have a very urgent message. I remade a video a couple hours ago, and I'm making another one right now because it's very important, and I need to let you guys know everything, every step of the way, because that is my only way to take precaution. So, oh my gosh, I'm just still in, I can't believe what just happened. I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit shaken up right now, but I was literally just out walking Onyx and to take her for a little walk. And like I told you guys, for a while now, I told you that the others, they have been infiltrating and following me. They've been tapping my phones, which, by the way, I freaking changed my number, so fuck you. They've been following me, and that's why I have been, well, I'm not going to say too much, but I have been being kept safe with a lot of people who are with us, the light workers. So I've been changing into, anyways, I was walking on Onyx and I see this black SUV, and I know when something's not right, and they literally just try to kill me just now. They literally just try to fucking, excuse my language, I'm still shaken up right now. They literally tried to run me over with a fucking SUV while I was walking my dog. And I know their tactics, but thank God God is protecting me, because within that moment, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm still really in shock right now. I don't even know where to begin. And then they try to, then I try to get to my car, and they try to frame me once again. I know this sounds all crazy, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but they're fucking crazy, and they'll do whatever it takes to cover up their crimes. Just like when they killed Phil Schneider and everybody else. You know, these people were normal people like myself that would have no means to commit suicide and strangle themselves. He has a daughter, and you know, all these other people who are whistleblowers and light workers. They get murdered, and they say that it's suicide. No. And there's been many other cases where other whistleblowers were literally run off the road, and they said it was a car accident. Well, that's what they just try to do to me, and they try to implant drugs around my car, inside my car. So literally tonight I just got they just try to kill me tonight, okay? I'm telling you guys this because as it happens, I really need your help. And for those of you who are very well connected, that have been contacting me, please, I do have a lot of people protecting me that are also in high places, so thank you. And more people are coming out to protect me that are also in high places. But try not to email me and inbox me in my YouTube or Facebook or anything, because it's just filled up with spam. Just email me at bookings@tilashotspot.com. As for the rest of you, please try to refrain from emailing me there. If you really want to help me out here, don't email me there, because I really need to. It's very important that I receive the important emails from people who are trying to help me. So don't email me, please, in these dire times. Just refrain from emailing me, because that will prevent me from actually finding the emails that matter, that could save my life and yours. So if you spam me and say, hey Tila, can you tell me more, I love you, blah blah blah, then I won't be able to find these important emails, you guys. So please, just for now, these dire times, just don't email me there. As for the ones with the connections who have been reaching out to me, first of all, I'm banned from Facebook, as we all know, so I can't respond. I can't respond to you there. So, email me at bookings@tilashotspot.com. And everybody else, please refrain from emailing me so I can be in contact with important people, because I almost fucking got killed tonight. Just like they did back in February 28th, you know, when the news was everywhere that there's all this misinformation about aneurysm, then it was suicide, then it was drugs. Oh my God. And as you can all see, I am very well coherent, intelligent. I mean, I'm not trying to sound pompous or anything. I'm just trying to point out the fact that if I was such a freaking drug addict, yada yada, I would not be able to speak with such concise and factual information. And a lot of you who don't understand, who are not in the know, I'm not trying to bash you. I'm here to help you. But these are very, very dire times. And when you're impatient and leave, you know, kind of amateurish comments like, well, come on, can you tell us more about, you know, the Illuminati and what their plans are? Can you tell us about the new Earth, blah, blah, blah. You guys have to understand, it goes longer than that. You guys, I understand it's very interesting, because yes, it is. But you have to understand that I have to also protect my life, my family's life, and the people who are also in my sources, you know, I have to protect their lives as well. So, and the fact is, these subject matters that you want to know about so bad, you're so impatient, you gotta remember, you're asking me a question that has a very complex answer to, that I've been studying for 20 years. So, I can't just post up a freaking video and you ask me, so, what's up with the Masons, the Illuminati? Please be patient. It's a very long story. It goes back to the 1700s. I mean, just continue. If you want to know the truth, I have provided you with a lot of truths so far to prove that I am credible. So, be patient, because there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes right now that I can't just blatantly say. And some of you who are not in the know, who say things like, well, if you have something to say, just say and call them out. Well, you don't understand what's going on inside, honey. What do you think I've been doing? Why do you think I've been banned from Facebook? Why do you think everybody who else supports me, who's reposting their videos, who's mentioning anything about me, is also getting banned? Because I am already speaking out and telling you things, okay? So, just be patient, and if you don't know, well, be patient, because I'm here and I'm going to tell you. But in the meanwhile, you have to think about my life as well. They try to kill me tonight. Alright. So, I'm going to still have my radio shows. Just subscribe to my blog, because like I said, that's the only reason I can keep in contact with you. If anything happens, that's the only way you can find me. And also, just continue to look on my Facebook page, because a lot of my Teal Army, I have my network of people too. They also are helping, posting a lot of stuff on my Facebook page to update, to relay messages for me, since I'm blocked. So that's my way of also reaching out to you on my Facebook, since I'm not able to get on there. So please check on there daily on my Facebook page at, well, you know my Facebook page. You can't see the status updates because they blocked it, but if you go to the direct page, you'll see the posts from my light workers, my army, and also my website. And I almost got freaking killed tonight, and there's been so many people who have asked me to go on their radio shows. But right now, I feel like, you know what, I really appreciate that. But right now, I'm really not trying to go on anybody's radio station at the moment. Eventually, maybe, I don't know. But I'm not stupid, so I could spot out. So if I seem kind of, sometimes, you know, if I ask you certain questions, it's not that I don't like you. I'm just smart. So there's a certain protocol where you have to pass a certain test that there is a certain list of questions that I ask you, so I can tell whether you're one of the others trying to trick me, or whether you're really one of us. So don't be offended if I ask you certain questions to verify that you are actually one of the good guys. Alright, well, since they're trying to freaking kill me, I want you guys to be aware of everything, okay? Because everything I said, like I said, keep predicting it ahead of time, so you know. And they just, how can you sit there and kill an innocent person and murder people? There was this officer in Brazil a long time ago. There was a bunch of mass sightings in Brazil, in a small part of the country. It's like not a big city, but they started noticing all these strange lights and burning sensations. It's not just like alien sightings, and they actually saw these light beings, like they're being chased, and they're actually, at the time, the doctors didn't know what was going on. They thought it was like mass hysteria, but they actually had proof of the people who were being attacked, like their skin was being burnt, which was strange. So they called secret service agents or black ops, whatever, the government, in Brazil to go and check it out. And indeed, something weird was going on. So, fast forward 20 years later, the officer who was the leader who was in control of that particular case decided, it was, 20 years later, and he felt like he didn't want to die without, doing the right thing and telling the truth. So he figured, well, it's been 20 years, probably safe to talk about it by now. So he provided the media, their local media, newspaper, all the information of what really happened, that the people really were being attacked by these beings. Next thing you know, they found him dead. Suicide by strangulation, asphyxiation. Really? So it's always either suicide when these people are perfectly normal, and if you notice, it's also they say it's either suicide, which is really murder by the government, and also, if you notice, I don't know if you're really into this or not, but a lot of the politicians who are the good guys, they all happen to also die in other ways, which is by cancer. They all die by cancer. Because cancer is easily injected, easily without you knowing. So then nobody has any proof. You just think like, oh my gosh, they got cancer. But all of the politicians, who are the good guys, they all die of cancer. For instance, what was that? The governor of New Jersey, or the Italian congresswoman, I forgot her name, but she also died of cancer. I can name numerous people that work in the White House and working with the others. They all die of cancer. Even recently, they all either die of cancer, get run off the road, or get cause of death by suicide, which is total bullshit. And in some hardcore cases where, nobody knows anything, they actually do get point blank shot in their car. For instance, there was a CIA agent a while ago, and it had a lot to do with how they were starting to fly in and trade the drug cartel. The more I talk, the more they're going to try to freaking kill me. You know what? Never mind. I will tell you more soon. But for now, I just wanted to tell you what happened tonight. So, you guys, don't just sit around and thrive off of this drama. This is real life, okay? Don't just sit around and watch my YouTube videos and watch other YouTube videos and tell me things like, hey, Tila, have you seen this video? It's really interesting, and, come on, guys. Stop sitting around. That's the same thing as sitting around watching TV, not doing anything. And then I know you're going to ask me, well, what can we do? Well, first of all, be aware. Educate yourselves. Okay? That's why they say knowledge is power. Okay? when I was younger, I used to never really pay attention to those kind of things either. It's like knowledge is power, whatever. It's like a school term or something. But now that I'm in the know, I know exactly what it means. Because the more knowledge that you know, the more power you have, because you are able to, you know, okay, let's say we're right here, right? But when you learn of all these things and what you're capable of, you elevate higher and higher and higher, and that is power, because you know how to manipulate, how to maneuver, how to work, how your brain works, how other people's brain works, how easily they can fall sheep to things, how easily you could be hypnotized. So knowledge is power. So please, and also you got to realize that the government also puts out a lot of things. For instance, when I posted those pictures of the Canaanite women that they found on the moon, which surprisingly was never ever talked about in the media, which is ironic. And the government tried really hard, and they do this all the time, you guys, okay? So what they do is they put out a bunch of videos, kind of like those gang stalkers, you know, that attack me or whatever. It's the same thing. They send out all these, you know, videos that are really amateur, and that makes, and they put a bunch of those videos out there, so that way when you come across it, or if somebody talks about it, you immediately go, oh God, whatever, that was proven, that's fake. No, that's what the government put out to make you feel that way. They are the ones who put out these dumb videos. They deliberately put out dumb videos and make it really stupid. And they even disguise themselves. Sometimes they even disguise themselves as like Tila army fans, and they say really stupid things to try to, you know, use reverse psychology and say, oh, but I do love her, blah, 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 blah. And so they try to discredit my fan base as well. You get what I'm saying? I'm aware of everything. I'm just trying to point it out to you slowly, one by one, because there's so much information that I can't just overload you with it, because you're going to be overwhelmed. Your brain has to comprehend first, digest slowly, because this is like 20 years of information that I've known about, and I continue to know, and more of it's coming to me every day. And even some of the stuff that I know, it's freaking, even my mind's like, wow. So I have to start off, it's kind of like a book. I can't just jump to chapter 20 and tell you and expect you to understand. I have to start with the introduction and slowly take you there, guide you through it as best I can, so that you understand what's going on, because there's so much going on. All the government conspiracy bullshit. The spiritual side of the things. The conspiracies about the end of times, which is totally not true. The new earth. The aliens that are coming, which they are, and the government knows about that as well. So right now we are at a pivotal moment in time in history that everything is just combining all together all at the same time. So it's fascinating at the same time, but it's also very like a twilight zone. I just gotta stay focused, and you guys just continue to support me. And again, for the other credible, you know, people who have been reaching out to me, I can't respond because I'm banned. So, but I see your emails, and I would love your help in whatever. I'm not gonna lead them to you. Please email me at bookings at tilashotspot.com, okay? And you guys, just send me your love and protection and white light, because they freaking try to kill me for the third time. And they can do this without you even seeing. They can attack your brain and trigger a part of your brain. You guys, even the doctors, not to discredit any of you doctors out there, but they're only being taught in school what they're told. So let's say I run this school, right? And I know the truth. And all these new students want to sign up to my class. And I decide, well, I don't want to tell them the full truth. So this is the information I'm going to have the teachers teach them. So of course, even, a lot of the people who study stuff, they are not being informed correct information too. So if you want to know the truth, the truth is always out there. You just have to really, really want to know and then dig for it, and not just fucking type up random stupid YouTube videos. I mean, granted, there are certain few ones that are pretty credible, but a lot of it is also bullshit videos that the government made to infiltrate, to misinform people. So you get confused. It's all fucking crazy. But you know what? Luckily, I just have a sixth sense about things, and I've been I'm an indigo child, I don't want to talk about myself too much, but I have certain natural abilities, which, I'm not going to talk about that, because, but ever since I was 3 years old, let's just put it this way. I am a gifted child. I have always been in touch with and been able to see the future and all these weird things ever since I was 3 years old. And I've been a lot of stuff, okay? So that's how I know a lot of things, and that's how I'm able to predict a lot of things. And that's why I'm here to help people, because that's my job. That's my contract. Before I entered the earth, I made a contract, which you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, I'll get into that later. But we all made a contract to come into earth to help mankind, because people here are evil and they're destroying the planet. And so those of us who we got the call, I know it sounds crazy, you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We got a call. Like I said, I keep talking about the laws of the universe, because there's actual, let's just call them like governments and presidents, there's people who run the universe as well, and the people on Earth are we're known as the bad ones, and pretty much, in other words, we're not able to play nice with others, so we're kind of put on this, we kind of got banned and locked up in Earth, and that's why we're not able to leave. We don't have our galactic card, to put it that way, because they have this energy force field that has blocked us to prevent us, because we're evil, unlike the others that have their galactic cards. They're able to travel through that dimensions. Right now, we are like the talk of the town. Everybody in the universe is watching us right now, because they've never seen anything like it. So we're like We're like the feature show of all time. The entire universe is watching us right now. So, seeing that they, you know, we aren't able to play nice with others, they decided to put an energy field around our planet to prevent us from actually being able to exit so far, because we're not allowed to, so we're kind of jailed here. And I'm going to show you a video, a very interesting video, because like I said, without giving up too much information, I do have a lot of credible sources from lots of people who used to work with the government and whatnot. So there's video footage, which I will show you in another video. There's a massive war going on right now within our atmosphere, with a lot of the aliens that are trying to come in and out. Millions of them. There's a war right now as we speak in outer space regarding us, okay? Because the good ones, they're coming back. They're trying to fight off the bad ones, and they also work telepathically. So the ones who are awake and you open your third eye, they send out these telepathic beams to us, because that's how they communicate. So if you're able to open your third eye, your pineal gland, you're able to get their messages and know what's going on and know who the bad guys are. And talk about bad guys, since I don't live over there, Queen Elizabeth, evil. There's a long line of their bloodline goes way back to that's why they call them the elites, because they are connected way back in time to like the reptilians, and they want to keep it within the family. So anyways, that's all I want to say for now. I'll have my radio show again tomorrow, so tune in. I don't know. I don't think by now, I don't think they're able to kill me, because they tried numerous times. But I'm still alive, so anyways, God bless you guys. I love you, and keep fighting for me as I keep fighting for you. Alright, over and out. Love you.